Nick, you prepared me for
episode 31.
We're cutting that out.
You can't cut me.
It's episode 31. Welcome to the podcast. This is BrotherBrother. My name's Alex. That's
Nick
Urbanski. Welcome all the new subscribers, young and old, far and wide. We're happy to have you.
Up and down.
Yeah, you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and then leave a rating whenever or wherever you get your podcast from. That helps us out. And also, we have a Patreon. Check that out, where you can get extra vids.
Money.
Yeah,
that too.
And extra vids from us, but you give us in
cash.
Return for that. Yeah, cold hard cash.
Yeah, there's content on there.
There is. We upload twice a month at least. Yeah, and we might increase that as we get actual patrons. But for now, it is what it is.
Sweeten the pot a bit, you know.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's do it. Episode 31. We still don't have the podcast thing down.
We do, like, compared to
it's better in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, there's always improvement, but it's still, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Hard job. This
the
podcast.
intro is always the worst.
Not always. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I come in with something red hot and it just sets you off, or
That's
you set me off. And
I love doing that.
And then I just have to go in swinging with the backhand, or you come in swinging with the backhand. And I have to
we're swinging folk. That's what we do. Come out
hanging low, swinging wide,
swinging long.
That can mean two different things. That means two things. And we're still in the first 5 minutes, so we're not going to go further than that.
But
it means two
It could be
things.
anything.
Yeah. So, Nick, it's late.
It's not that late.
Comparatively to our more recent podcast, where it's clearly in the daytime. This might be obvious it's not in the daytime because just less bright.
Well, yeah, we got the mood lighting is what that is.
We got the ring light. That's always been there since, I don't even know when we started doing that, but
it's very bright.
It has to be to mimic the sun.
Yeah.
To mimic the sun, a light has to be quite bright. It's more on you though, which is what I like. We got enough ambient lights around the room, so it works. It works. Yeah. So how you been, Nick? How's life been for you?
Good, man. Just working hard or hardly working. You know what I'm saying?
Nick's had like one day off again in like the last 2 weeks. That's good.
My paycheck had 111 hours on it.
It's a lot of hours. Most paychecks in America have 80 hours for 2 weeks of work.
I'm on my feet all day moving plates and shit.
Yep. So we're recording the podcast later than we usually do, and time wise and day of the week wise.
It's like early nighttime.
Well, it's almost 1 a.m. 12:55 for those paying attention at home or keeping track.
Later.
I wonder if there is like a tally for like late podcast versus daytime podcast. There's like 3 daytime podcasts. The rest are
who's keeping count at home.
Midnight or later. That one person, Lena something. That's the one who just wants us to torture each other, which we're still not doing. But you can keep telling us to. We love you. Thanks for being a friend, or thanks for being a brother.
Hey, we're all brothers here.
Even the women.
Even the women.
We convert. We don't pay for the surgery, but we support any decisions that our fans want to make, or just people that watch us.
That was good. Yeah, we do.
That was really good. I don't even know if we would ever have fans, but just people that have seen us, in passing. We in America have, in the last few days, recently elected a new president.
Well, an old president.
Well, we're welcoming someone back.
Back in the house.
Back home, baby. You know what I'm saying? In a way.
Back home.
But decisions were made. On a national level.
It was pretty clear.
That day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very evident. We knew before the next day, or we knew like early,
the day of,
early
basically.
In the next day. Yeah, basically the day of elections. It was evident the day of.
Yeah, it was
no decision was made.
Surprisingly wide margin.
Wow, it's crazy. Like, just like the differences in what people thought the result was going to be. Mm-hmm. Like on Reddit specifically, everyone was like so
liberal.
Sure. I know, but it's just like that bubble was so sure of itself and like had no doubts that the next president was going to be Kamala Harris, and it's just When the news hit that simply wasn't the case, the tears and the anger and like the wanting to just commit genocide, just not being not having a normal reaction is interesting.
Exceptionally upset individuals. Those,
but they're supposed to be like the liberals, like the nice, kind, peace loving.
They're passionate people.
Hey, you accept people for as they are, right? Even if they're Republican.
Well.
Or not, right? Or not.
You could.
That would be more. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical, isn't it? If you don't do it that way. But that's also kind of like what the church does. They're all about being hypocritical. So.
Yeah. Ugh. It's real on the church some more. They're a cult.
Well, that was like episode 1. I think we said that. So,
well,
that's just a belief that holds strong to this day. Because why would it not? It's just an accurate statement at this point.
Like, there could be a God. You're still a prick.
Yeah. I mean, why do you let this shit happen? If you're there, what's
God's
going on?
will, huh? Well, he willed you to be there. You
I don't
just
like
watch.
you then. You're not for me then, guy. You're not for me.
You're not my guy.
I'm not gonna be bowing down or praying, not doing anything for you. What the fuck? Get out of my face, bro. What? You don't do anything. You don't know anything.
A rosary?
Well, my whole thing is like praying at dinner. It's like, thank you, God, for for working, putting in the hours, and then going to the store and bringing this to me,
and then also preparing it after purchasing the ingredients.
He did all of that for me.
God planned that.
If he did do all of that for me, I'd be praying, dude. I would be a devout follower.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just brought me my groceries every night, fully cooked meal. I would just come home from work and just, it's ready for you. Yeah, dude. He would get me,
dude.
Hey,
a nice warm meal just on the table.
You are the reason for the season, right?
Oh,
Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah. And happy Hanukkah.
Oh,
for those,
but
Kwanzaa
really. Folks out there.
Jesus wouldn't like that, or maybe he would.
We don't know him.
The real Jesus would, but he was also not a white guy. The real Jesus, definitely an Arab guy.
Yeah, absolutely not pasty white for sure.
No,
for sure.
No. But us Americans fully believe that it is a white guy.
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah, so is God.
I was going to say, doesn't every race, nationality have their own idea of Jesus being like that? Their people, like he's a brown guy.
Well, I think it's mainly just like Jewish faith and Christianity.
I'm just saying, it's crazy,
Yeah,
people believe some wacky stuff.
The people pilgrimage to a cube in the desert.
Well, the cube. How did the pyramids get built? Was that aliens or more likely
slavery?
Slave labor.
Come on, dude.
How did they push those? We just made them.
We hit them harder.
Yeah, they're impossibly heavy. Yeah, they are. They
put 10 guys there, hit them as hard as you can. They'll move it. They'll move it.
They'll do it. You force them to. You start. I mean, they'll do it.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice. You get enough of them.
You can kill as many as you want. You can just replace them.
Get another guy.
Just replace them off the line.
Yeah. One. Oh, bring another.
They move it an inch and then that guy dies.
Bring
we
that
got
guy
another one. Get in there.
That guy over there. Bring him over here.
Come on. Hit him.
Oh, we had Lenny died. Bring over Jimmy. Jimmy, come over here.
Come on. And then
push him aside and just take a spot.
Generations of that, you got big ass pyramids. Boom.
And then we're like,
mystified.
This is how we talk to the aliens.
Yep, it's actually a signal.
Yeah, it's an antenna, just to direct the mind fields to be more concentrated in. If you look at 5 different parts,
scientifically,
mathematically, if you look at 5 different parts of the map, they form a pentagram.
Yeah,
and if you shoot a pentagram into the sky, the aliens will recognize the design as being devil markings.
Well,
and
only in religious texts.
Since the aliens created everything, including the devil markings, they're like, oh, the humans. It's like a bat signal, like a DILF bat signal.
Yeah,
where it's like
attracting.
They're calling
like
Daddy
to
come home, and he's just floating down, like how we picture Jesus, from a cloud.
That's God's will
in the sky. Yeah. Then we start praying, because a big bountiful feast appears in front of us. Obviously. Now, where were we?
Now, pyramids. They might be the most stable structure, but that doesn't mean that that's why they were built. All right?
How did we build them? Not aliens.
No, tell you that much. For fuck's sake.
It's pretty. I mean, unfortunate, but
God's plan, huh?
Well, it's God's plan to those who have the power to enforce what they believe is God's plan.
Yeah, because that's their God.
They would be God in that scenario.
Yeah, they're always the God. They're
whatever
always
they
the God.
want and believe. That is the will of God.
They're like, yes, I am the hand of God right now.
Wow. People believe that's how Trump thinks. It's not, but they believe that's how he thinks.
Trump's brain is like soup. Come
Yeah,
on.
he's like, he thinks he's just doing a comedy bit at this point.
You'd have to.
He's literally just writing
There's
jokes.
No way.
He's just writing jokes.
He's like, I could say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I still
People
get
don't laugh.
votes.
He's like, I got to work on that one.
Yeah, he's like, let's workshop that.
This bit needs some work. I mean, literally, I watched his like acceptance speech, and he's just cracking jokes the whole time at people. Like he's like trying out bits. People aren't laughing. He's like he's like crossing it out. Like I gotta work on. He's like
We'll do better.
Emphasize this part. Like add more information to this part of the joke. Like he's fleshing out his set basically.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with an hour special by the end of the next year.
I think everyone would watch that.
Donald Trump live at the Comedy Mothership. And it's just him on stage. There's no one else with him. I mean, obviously Joe Rogan's gonna like open for him and like produce it and all this, but
why not?
it's just gonna be Donald Trump, maybe even JD Vance, the vice president, up there with him.
Yeah,
they
they'll
both
definitely be
do.
there.
He does. JD Vance is like 15 minutes. Trump goes on there, does an hour and 15 or something. The whole time he's just killing, just murdering, absolutely
Literally.
slaughtering. Everyone's like, that's the president.
He's like, arrest me.
We voted for him. He's up there just like, arrest me. Like I told him to grab me by the pussy. He's like just going for it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, everyone's dying. Like, this guy is like, he's great.
Secret Service is just in there, gooning in the back.
Elected by popular vote. Isn't that crazy?
Popular vote. That's crazy.
And the electoral. I mean, obviously electoral college,
Yeah.
but popular vote too. Crazy.
It's mind-boggling.
You know how much I would actually like for there to be a competent and capable woman selection for us to actually vote for in the elections? That'd be awesome. Why can't we get that?
Well,
Or-
they're
or-
all gonna be puppets. Come on.
Well, they don't have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in this country,
She was Kamala.
In
She
this
was-
country.
I mean, they had their hand up her ass, just having her say whatever the fuck they wanted. She had no personal value, beliefs. She was a wine mom.
She believed she was.
That's the words of Tim Dillon. She's a wine mom. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, holy fuck, yes, she is. She's literally the woman that just gets drunk all the time when she's not working. And it's just like, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's crazy that I'm president right now. That I'm voting to be president.
Could you imagine that?
That's how I imagine her. Honestly, sounding how she sounds, but just like the cameras are off. She's just like, give me that wine.
Give me that wine.
Give me the wine. It's time for Cam to go crazy.
Had a couple of sips.
Just a little sneaker. Just a little sip. I got myself a little device. I got myself a little
Need
device.
a little top up.
I blow in it and tells me how much I need.
Ridiculous.
There's Jim Leahy for you guys if you're uncultured.
Any Trailer Park Boys fans on there?
That's where the cat gets his namesake. So, yeah. If you haven't watched the show, you should watch it. I need to force my woman to watch that still. She's made me watch
very
Friends.
crass.
So she's gonna watch Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, it's crass, but it's also good-hearted.
It's funny.
It's
funny.
It's friendship. It's about getting high and
shot.
drunk with your friends and getting shot. It's about hanging out with your friends and getting high and drunk.
Fucking prick.
Dude, honestly, that is the life. That is the life. If you just had a group of friends that would just hang out and just have a good time with
And you just like
all
had
the time,
all the trailers around like in an area, and you could just dick
you
around
just
all
always
day.
live. It's like a little cul-de-sac, but it's your
That'd be
homes.
Hilarious.
It's so many homes.
I could do that. I think.
Dude, what's crazy is that living like in a trailer, like on a lot, is not much cheaper than living in just an apartment.
Yeah, no,
Which is unfortunate. It doesn't make any sense. It should be way cheaper.
Yeah, just paying lot fees, dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like, come on.
It's insane. You know how much cheaper it should be to live in a fucking trailer, dude? How much easier it'd be if we just lived in a trailer and did this in a trailer, and it was actually as cheap as it should be, not like just being an apartment price. You know, we'd be saving up so much cash,
That'd
dude.
be crazy.
Especially if we made any money off this podcast. Just invest that back into the podcast. Get a nicer trailer, double wide.
Why is it always a trailer?
Well, we have to start at the bottom. We get a single, then we get a double wide, and then we move up from there. We get the ranch style,
Sure.
where you have the porch.
Okay. Attachment.
Yes, and then from there you move into like an RV or something. Where do you go from there? A trailer.
What's it called?
You got to go up.
Camper.
I feel like a trailer is
massive.
backwards.
Yeah,
Maybe you started a
after
trailer.
a trailer, you wouldn't get it like a camper or anything like that. You just get
So you
an
started a
actual
camper then.
house or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it
So-
goes camper,
Box,
trailer park,
Well, box.
Box.
Camper.
box,
Well, street box.
street box.
Well, woods, street box, camper,
No, street woods tent
tent,
box.
bigger,
Because you realize how
bigger
much the wood
box,
sucks.
bigger box, camper, better camper.
Well, more like a trailer camper, like one that's just like the bed, because you
Okay.
can't actually afford it.
so just like an attachment for a car, basically.
yeah, the ones
Okay.
that they drag.
That's a good one because no one really wants that. But if you have to have it,
It's a
that's
bed,
what you got.
and there's a barrier between you and the outside world.
Yeah, kind of.
yeah.
It's
Enough,
thin.
enough of.
It's thin.
They gotta really want it.
Well, van life. You got to commit or get the hell out. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're living in a trailer bed thing, do you really care?
I've seen
At that point,
comfy looking setups that are people in the back of trucks just with like the covered thing on the back of it. They got a bed set up. I mean, it looks miserable,
So
but
it's-
it looks kind of
all
comfortable.
right, so
Also miserable, but kind of comfortable maybe.
streets, woods, tent.
There's a lot of customizing necessary, to have things go well. But
Yeah.
so if we're saying if we're going from the bottom, it's street woods because you want to be out of sight. Street because maybe you look a little bit better. You
Well, I
got a little
figured
bit more
it's-
money after the upgrade. You shave maybe, and then
Maybe.
from there you get a
Probably
tent.
Tent in the streets, not in the woods.
Well, maybe box first because some kind of shelter. Box first and then tent because tent is a little nicer. You got some money for the tent.
But that's like
And we're
rough
doing
on
the
ground.
podcast from a tent, basically, is what we're imagining here. Better than doing the podcast from the street or homeless in the woods.
People do street podcasts all the time.
Yeah, podcast, but outside. It exists. We would be taking their thing if we did that. But
We look grimy though.
yeah, we would be gross if we're homeless, literally living outside in the woods or on the street. And then in a box, in a tent,
Yep.
then a camper
The camper attachment.
attachment, and
Yeah.
then the regular
Then
full-size
an actual camper because that
Like a
has
full-
like the amenities, like a
But
shower.
Is that still one that you would pull with your car, though?
It would have to be, yeah. And then there's another
you
like
pitch it.
actual like
The one that you
camper
drive.
van. Yeah.
But that's the RV.
RV, yeah.
So the RV is
So
after
camper,
the
then
camper.
RV.
Okay.
Okay.
Camper, RV, and then trailer,
Trailer.
from there.
Yeah.
Single trailer.
Single.
And then you get the double wide.
Yeah.
After that. The ranch style with the porch.
This is all ideally all happening within 5 months. So
With-
you're just constantly
If
trading
that.
up.
Maybe 3. I don't want to stay in the woods or the street for more than maybe half a day. You know?
Combined, like you're gonna do 6 hours
Yeah.
on the street. You're like, this
I'll
is
do
awful.
12 in the box. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm getting the tent now. This box is just not doing it for me. Time to get the tent.
Just steal a display tent.
Yeah. And then I'll get a nicer tent once I get some podcast money.
Some sweet, sweet podcast.
Then get the camper attachment for the back of a pickup truck.
with no car, so you just have to like pull
Just-
it around.
yeah,
Like,
just kinda
like
dragging
a horse
it.
and chariot, and you're the horse.
Yeah, just kind of leave it places. People are like, did someone like move their car? Like, why is just this piece of the car here?
It's
And then like
magic of the
I'm
mystery.
inside there, like on the bare ground. They just lift it up, and I'm like in there, just like bundled up. No
Well, yeah,
sleeping
because
bag.
why are they in your house?
Just just on the ground with
Horrified,
nothing.
yeah.
They lift it up. There's just me. There's nothing else. Just no like clothes or anything.
They're just huddled. Yeah.
No supplies. Just me underneath that. They're just like, how long have you been here? I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Where's all your stuff?
There is none. There is none.
I'm homeless.
This is my stuff.
I have a podcast.
You want to check out my podcast?
Like you start advertising. You like podcasts? He's like, no, I don't listen to podcasts.
You want to watch a video, a long video?
Definitely not. That sounds horrible. It's just a camera pointing at a couch with two guys I don't know blabbering about nothing.
Basically,
sounds miserable. Sounds like talk about a waste of time.
Wasting your time.
Talk about something I'm not going to be doing. That's what this guy's going to be saying. Then I'll just be like, please,
Like, what's in your pockets?
Please. Yeah, he robs me.
No, you rob him.
No, he robs me.
Oh yeah, of course. In this scenario, he would rob you.
He's like, you know what? No, what do you have in your pockets? Like I try to rob him
failed that
first.
intimidation check.
Yeah, I failed because I'm like, what's in your pockets?
That's
Failed.
the nat one.
And then he's like, you know what? You shut your mouth. What's in your pockets?
What do you have? Come on. He throws you out of your own home. He's like, this is mine now.
He takes my tent.
He attaches.
I'm like angry because I like needed the tent because that was my only home. I have to go back to the display tent now.
But you still have that at least.
It's like a one person though. It's like the tiny ass like one. You just lay in it. It's just you.
Well, of course they expect people to try to steal it.
Yeah. Well, they're like, if you need this, please steal it.
Then you can have it. It's already set up.
Yeah, it's $25. Like you don't. We can afford for you to.
It's a write off. It's
all right. Please, we'll look the other way if you really need us to. And
if you're stealing a tent,
you're stealing a $25 tent, single person. I mean,
like just take it.
You clearly got some. You need this more than the store needs this $25.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. You can use that kind of logic to just take anything though, which is
it's free
kind of a
stuff.
cheat code for your mind if you're not careful. That's what Nick almost fell in that trap as a young lad.
No,
that's an earlier episode.
It's free stuff. Like nobody's even guarding it.
Hey, wait a minute. You have the one guy. Wait a second.
I'm like, dude, just relax.
We have some inconsistencies here.
Crazy.
Just goes reaching for his gun. You're like, whoa, hey,
sir.
Hey now. Wait,
there's
sir.
nothing suspicious happening. Don't be alarmed.
All right, put your hands up. He robs you. You're just always getting robbed. This time by a cop.
I don't rob. I do the robbing. I don't get robbed.
Nick, you wish you were a robber.
Nah, that's immoral.
It's immoral nowadays, but in medieval times it was accepted, even praised. No,
I think thieves
were revered in medieval times. You ever heard of Robin Hood? Talk about someone.
You're gonna pull out Robin
People
Hood.
were loved. That green hat, the green spandex, man in tights. Maybe not him specifically, but Robin Hood.
Robin in the Hood. More like
skimpy clothes for men. That's for the ladies.
It's aerodynamic.
I can
forward
see how
fitting.
quick I move. I fly through the air,
swinging on a rope in the forest,
just in slow motion, like a gazelle. A beautiful gazelle person. My body is achieving perfect symmetry.
Should have popped that shirt off.
God damn it! Really should have popped that shirt off. I really should have. Nick, have you ever not been self-conscious?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's pretty good. I mean, when I'm working, I'm not really thinking about it, so it's like whatever.
Just drool coming out of on the side of your face. Just, I'm not thinking about myself. I'm just
basically
work. Well, didn't you have like a party of like 55 today or some shit? How did that go?
It was 52. Went well. I mean,
yeah. Did you guys shut down like the whole restaurant?
Basically? No, they kept sending in orders while we were working on it. Bunch of fucking idiots. Whatever.
That would make me so mad.
It did. Oh, it certainly did.
God.
Certainly did.
It was because you're like, oh, got one down, and then they just like put another guy's order.
Well, they got
a
lot of like the same shit. Thank God. It was just we literally had no plates or cups left.
Right.
Like,
well, they took. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many can you have? 30? Even that's a lot.
More than that. Like we had enough for the party, but like they had more tables after, so they were still using the goddamn cups and the plates.
How long were they there? Like 3 hours?
I don't even know. I lost track of
Too
time.
long?
It was the day itself was busy. Like it was
Just in
busier
general
than
besides
average
that?
Thursday. Yeah, like
It's not even a Friday. It's a
no,
Thursday.
it's a goddamn Thursday, and we
What?
sold like it was a Friday. Plus that
What is
goddamn
happening?
party. I don't know. That's what I was saying like all day. What is going on here?
There's not even anything going on.
No.
There's no like It's not Cinco de Mayo. It's
a random Thursday.
Is
in
there
November.
like a Mexican Thanksgiving?
Well, yeah, but it's not.
What's it called?
I don't fucking know. I've been skipping my Duolingo. It's horrible.
Well, you don't need to do that. Just just make it up. What's the Mexican Thanksgiving called, dude?
El Dia de Acción de Gracias.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure. I think that might actually be
There's
right.
the name of the episode. The Mexican Thanksgiving.
El Dia de Acción de Gracias. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, there always has to be some. I don't want to say there's a white Thanksgiving, but I guess there kind of is, right?
It's
A white
Thanksgiving.
just regular.
Yeah.
What's a black Thanksgiving?
They don't have that.
Well, I'm sure black people celebrate Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. Well, of course, but that's just because everyone likes to eat some good food. Can I get an
that's
amen for
interesting.
the feasts in the chat?
I'm just taking it.
Dude, I was right. I was fucking right.
Interesting here. El Dia de Acción de Gracias. Well,
I fucking knew it, dude. I'm good at Spanish.
it's a day for having thanks.
Basically.
Being gracious.
Yeah, just eating a huge amount of food and laying down for a while because you ate too much. It's amazing.
It's honestly, it's a pretty good holiday because it's just about eating.
Yeah.
And then you have just endless leftovers.
Now
for
it's just about eating.
so long. Well, before it was about conquering and winning, and then celebrating with the bounty of your harvest.
Yep.
And now it's just about making sure you get to Kroger in time to buy a turkey
Before they're completely sold out.
and all the accoutrements that go along with that, mashed potatoes and nonsense.
Breadcrumbs and
I mean, that's all gone.
yeah. If you were waiting until like a week before even, it's like, nah, there's none. Like you got to stockpile the shit that doesn't expire.
Yeah. When did we decide what we have for Thanksgiving? Like, why is it turkey? Why is it like cranberry sauce? Why is it mashed potatoes? Why stuffing? Who came up with stuffing?
Some lunatic. I never eat the stuffing. It's supposedly good.
Stuffing is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering
I've never tried it.
why.
From like recent memory. Well, because
it's just cubes of bread
breadcrumbs in the
with like goo and like pieces of turkey too and like spices. It's just bread.
they just jam it in there.
It's just cubes of bread is what stuffing is. It's
Julian.
like wet bread. It's almost like a savory bread pudding.
Yeah, I don't like pudding. That explains why I wouldn't want it.
Bread pudding. Bread pudding is not like pudding.
Explain.
You guys know what bread pudding is. How do you explain? How do you explain bread pudding? I'm for some reason I'm picturing like pull apart bread, but that's not what bread pudding is. I need to see a picture of it and then show it to you so you can see what bread pudding is. And I might put a picture of it on screen if I can remember to do so. Bread pudding is delicious though. It's basically just
Looks
like a bread cake.
Okay.
But it's like soaked in like some kind of glaze, so it's like delicious and like a cake.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, bread pudding's good. It's just bread, but like a bread like pie, but like bread is the center
Just
of the
a
pie.
syrupy cake.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Yeah, I'd eat that.
You would. It's good. It's not pudding. I don't know why it's called bread pudding, but
To put people like me off of it.
yeah. Well, like you don't like scary movies either, so anything that has like a hint of like horror in it, even no slashers apparently are scary.
Well, I haven't
but
tried.
I was turned
I haven't
off from
even
them.
tried watching. Yeah, since
Because
we were young.
Yeah, because of like anything with the horror tag is just like.
My fight or flight's already active enough. I'm good.
But none of them are scary. They're more entertaining than anything else. So that's what I'm hype about. Because we have to watch a Patreon, not tonight, but we have to watch a
We could do
Patreon
it today.
video. It's going to be Thanksgiving is what we're going to watch. Because it's apropos for this month, obviously, Thanksgiving.
It is
it's
coming up.
it's a slasher. So Nick gets to experience a slasher. And
That'll be fun.
See their fun. Yeah. They're not scary. They're entertaining.
Yeah. We'll see.
They're mostly goofy. And that's why I like them.
I like that.
And Tim Dillon's in it. It's the only reason I want to watch it.
I would love to see him.
It's his acting debut. He actually has lines. It's crazy. He has his own death scene. It's so good.
Is he dramatic when he dies?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, thank God.
He's like having a one-on-one conversation with the cat. I'm like, this is how he actually is going to act in real life. Like, this isn't like even fictional at this point.
Well, that's all acting. Is tapping into his real persona for what would he actually do?
Yelling at the cat, help me! I need to do something. And he's just a big time puss in the movie. It's good.
Timmy D.
It's good. He does good. He does a good job.
Nice.
But yeah, so we all voted. We all elected a new old guy, the same guy. Oh man, why did we do that? You know, why did we do it?
Because you have to vote Republican or Democrat, or else you're just not gonna win.
Well, as true as that is, voter turnout was like 20 million less than it was in 2020.
That's wild. I didn't even see that.
And why?
How is that even possible?
If people really didn't want him to be president so bad, where you at?
Why did you vote? And then
where you at?
God damn.
You could have swayed quite a bit if y'all actually wanted to not have him in. You know?
Yeah.
And 20 million of you, it's kind of like,
that's a lot.
You must not have cared that
people.
much, but here you are online crying and posting all this angry shit. It's kind of weird. It's kind of contradictory almost.
Strange.
It's kind of like, is that what we call what is it? What is it when you like signal something that you want someone to be virtuous about, but it's like it's not what you actually believe.
Bitching.
Virtue signal. It's you don't believe anything, but you're willing to say that you do, or be the victim in order to gain sympathy.
Yeah, but they don't actually care.
No.
They care about looking like.
I've just seen so much shit where I'm just like, hey guys, go to therapy. Why are we having a breakdown about a political decision?
That seems like.
And not even
deeper.
Not even a political decision. A vote, which the majority of people
so easy to
voted for.
It was so easy to vote too. Like, come on.
What?
All the people there were like making jokes and shit. Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like, and I'm just glad that I'm not going to be getting any more emails, phone calls, texts from these freaking people just saying, "Hey, remember to go out and vote. Hey, have you voted
for 4 years?"
Hey,
yeah.
You remember voting? You got to do that. But it's always like this 3-month period where it's just incessant, and it's so much. And every time it happens, I delete and block it, and they still get through. There's just a different number to use.
My phone's spam filter usually filters them out completely.
Yeah, no.
I check my spam, there's like a ton of campaign shit in there. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. From both sides. I'm like,
in the emails, guys. Yes, but they get through my text somehow, and then obviously they're calling me, so I'm just like,
no, always goes to spam.
Which is great because I'm like expecting like job calls, and then half the time it's these people like, so this is, hey,
could you donate money to this campaign?
Are you voting for Harris? God damn. No, I'm not. Hey, actually put a good woman, a competent woman Democrat, and yes, I'll vote for her. Holy goddamn fuck. Jesus goddamn Christ. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? I'm sure there's competent women politicians that are in the world, in the government currently. Why
absolutely.
Why do we have these useless ones that are, or monsters, Hillary Clinton, that are our options? Why? You're forcing me to vote for Donald Trump, essentially. Holy goddamn fuck. I don't want to vote for him. But if those are my two options, I'm not going to have the incompetent person or the monster war criminal Hillary Clinton as president. As much as I would like a woman president, I feel like that would be great for us. Just like having a black president was, it was what it was.
Yeah, but it can't be just because she's a woman. Like,
you can't convince me enough with just that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. First woman. Okay. Yeah.
She needs to be good.
Like,
if she's gonna be the first.
I mean,
Obama could talk like a motherfucker. He was the first black. So, can the first woman be, smart, have her own opinions, have viewpoints that aren't swayed by the people in her party that are like, hey, can you say this for me? Hey, can you say that you believe that? Yeah, sure, why not?
You just described a politician.
No, I described Kamala Harris. Bitch who doesn't know what the fuck she believes in. In way over her head. Thank God she's not the fucking president. I knew she wasn't going to get elected, but also it was like, oh God, are we fucking that dumb to actually elect this retard into the presidency? Holy fuck, please no.
Well, we have one in the White House now.
We have one. We're getting a different version of one. But, God, it's just like, welcome to America.
Either way, I'm still going to be grinding out at work, so I don't
Nothing changes.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
Day to day. Day to day, nothing changes.
Sorry, guys.
Presidency is meaningless. It always has been meaningless in terms of day to day for most people.
Yeah.
Oh,
the majority.
So,
for sure.
The only real effect it has on us is just things costing way more than they should. Way more.
How about that stock market, though?
I'm just worried about spending $100 on groceries with not even getting a full thing, not even the full trip. Where I'm just like, how is it this much for just basic food and shit?
Inflation.
It's insane. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how the U.S. economy works, much less some sort of self-sustaining one or finances work.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's all made up anyway.
Might have to get a Finances for Dummies book and just go through that real quick and get a little base knowledge going. A little sedimentary rock layer.
Just a base. Nice base.
Yeah. The bedrock. Yeah, something solid.
It has to be solid or else
it can't be,
the rest will crumble.
Yeah, it can't be crumbly. It can't be like a muffin dough. It has to be like a cake dough or like a bread dough. Something fucking firm. But
nice
expands. but grow.
Can still expand.
But when needed and when asked upon, can expand and grow.
Perfection.
I start my new job next week.
Oh, yeah?
Tell you what, I'm not excited about it.
What are your hours?
My hours, well, I'm training for the first month, and it's different than my regular hours, which is noon to 9, which I'm like, that's fine. It's like what I do now. But for training, it's 8 to 5. And my first day, they're like, you have to be here at 7:45. And I'm like, oh, hey, I can stay up that late, no problem. But
easy.
You want me to wake up then? Ooh. It's going to be, we're going to be there.
Set many alarms.
Yeah, we're going to be there on time, but very tired.
Almost completely asleep.
Very tired.
So fucking tired.
That first day is going to be rough, I start on Tuesday, so it's going to be a fun first day, to say the least. I'm taking that week off on vacation from my current job just to get some cash before the final 2-week, rumble that I have going on for that. But, I mean, they deserve it. And I'm not going to get any more specific than that. But
that's good for you.
Yeah, I kind of fuck you to the company that I currently work for. You know who you are if you know who I am. And my new company, you know who you are, and welcome. I'm happy to be a part of the team. We'll see how this goes. 8 o'clock. Whew.
Team player over here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you gave me a second shift actual schedule because sleeping in's nice. Plus, a little later than what my current schedule is, it's kind of going to be almost the same since I have a commute now, and I didn't.
How long is said commute?
It's 17 minutes. It's less than 20 minutes.
Good one. It's good.
Yeah, it's by our old house, so it's not that far.
Oh my god,
it's not that far. You remember the big building? Big brick building.
I don't know what the hell it is.
I don't know what the hell it is. Exactly. You know it is.
Yeah.
But Yep, I got to go there. I got the the intro email, and I don't know. This might just be me reading into it. There might be nothing more to this. It could just be me being an idiot, and take it as if I am an idiot. Okay, this that I'm about to say.
Can you just get to the thing?
I got an orientation email from this place that I'm going to work. It was addressed to me, and I also got to see all the other emails that it was sent to.
Okay, so like all the new employees.
Yes, and if you hover over the picture, or hover over the email, some of them have a picture of themselves, and some of them don't.
Okay,
but all of the ones that do are black women, and so it's there's like 6 black women, and then there's me, and there are like 3 other names. So I'm just like, what? Who all applied for this position, and how was I seem like an outlier, but am I reading too much into it? Maybe am I the best? Okay, you know,
Alex.
I'm happy to do it. I'm just like, we got LaFonda, we got we got the whole team here, and
it's an urban area.
It is, so maybe I'm like. Not that surprised.
It might also be all of the applicants got hired, and they're like, "Let's see who sticks around."
No,
and also,
I mean, they had a bunch of interviews. They were hiring half of the people that they interviewed, so we'll see.
Maybe you got a good resume.
We'll see on Tuesday. I do, but we'll see on Tuesday. Because like I said, it's gonna be like that family reunion when I was at Keenan's family reunion. I'm just gonna be like,
damn it. God damn it.
What's up? I belong.
Sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, but I'm like J-Rock, baby. J-Rock.
I'm white.
No, I'm black. We don't give him a hard time. He's always thought he's black.
He's always thought.
He genuinely is
He
black.
literally thinks that he's a black man.
Yeah, I'm black. You got your dark black.
You know what I'm saying?
Like tea. And then you got me, like the lighter black.
White is the driven snow.
But you can, there's many shades of black.
There are.
You got the lighter shade of black, which is almost like white. And then it goes all the way to the darkest black, but there is the whitest white on that dark spectrum. There has to be
still,
a light.
It's still okay.
And it might look like this.
It might.
And I could be.
It doesn't though.
West Side. What's up?
Almost.
We'll do a slow-mo zoom on that. Because I almost got it. I had to use my other hand to like get the assist. And then, but yeah, it wasn't quick enough on that.
Yeah. You're almost there though.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What do you got going on? Did you have volleyball yesterday?
It was supposed to.
Okay, it was just work that you had to go to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Obviously, I live and die there.
I didn't know what it was because Danny asked me. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, he was on the phone for like 2 hours.
I was talking to Evan.
To work.
I was talking to Evan then.
Like your friend?
Yeah, and him and AJ came into work.
They came into your work?
Yeah, because we were supposed to do shit today, and I'm like, I gotta fucking work.
Wait, they came in today on your...
No, yesterday.
The busy ass...
Yesterday.
Oh, so, okay.
When I was trying to prep, but I didn't even...
well, when you had to go in?
Yeah.
On your day off?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Always love to go in on your day off, right? Who doesn't love to go in on their day off?
Who needs to rest for any reason?
Ain't no rest for the wicked. And I mean...
That's no good.
Goddamn wicked. It's unbelievable. Look at him.
So I just don't rest. I basically. Yeah.
Well, if you rest, you die. So
I think
you're like
that's
a shark
true.
in that way.
Yeah, you got to keep moving at max speed.
What else is like that? There's something else that's like that. A hippo?
Flying a plane.
Was a plane like? Well, a plane can't stop. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think I was comparing a shark to a plane, but I was probably thinking of another animal. Is it like a cheetah? Does a cheetah have to keep moving? What? Or no, that's just a shark.
I thought it was just sharks.
Piranha? What? Someone in the comments. Anyone?
Any entomologists that think that's bugs.
That's the word. That's a word, guy. Entomologist. Amphibiologist. A reptologist.
Ecologist.
That sounds right. That sounds right. An ecologist.
Yeah, someone that does the.
We'll put the definition. I won't, but maybe
someone will.
No one will. But in your mind, you can open up a new tab.
Google it, you dummy.
If you're on your phone, swipe up. Go to the internet browser. Search. What is whatever
ecology.
Or just type in ecology, and it'll give you the definition. You don't have to type in what is.
It's just Jeopardy, dude.
Dude, you had to Google like that back in the day when
definitely.
You just had to like pull up message boards to find the answers where people were just
because it was all on forums.
That. Yeah.
Yep. There was no.
It's like that today too. Now it's just Reddit and the other things now.
But Google will take you wherever like you're searching. And now they got AI doing shit for you.
Well, Google sucks now compared to what it used to, which kind of
I don't know that the AI results just don't seem to be accurate.
No,
a good amount of the time.
No, and I've tried using like other search browsers, and it just is not as good. Still, it's not as good as bad Google, which I mean, it's how you're worse than something that's worse than what it used to be. It's Brave. I've tried to use Brave.
I guess everyone just gave up, and they're like, we can't match Google at all.
It's like the reason Google works so well is because they steal everyone's information. Everything's interconnected.
It's a good scam.
Yeah. It's like Apple. Everything works well because everything's stolen. Everything's interconnected, All my shit's just, it's given to them.
Look at that stock price.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, but it kind of does some stuff, like depending on the release, then it goes back.
Yeah, they haven't really done anything major.
No. They did the Vision Pro, but it didn't do anything for them.
Nobody cared about that shit.
That was their VR attempt.
Wasn't it just like glasses?
No, it was like a full goggle set that also had an external battery that you had to have on you. So
in public.
Work. Yeah. And it's like this big bug eye lens thing, and it did not look good, and like it would show your eyes like through it, and but like not like your actual eyes. It's like a digital version of it, so it's like
ridiculous.
Yeah, the uncanny valley where it's like it kind of looks like your eyes, but it's also not. But it's like trying to look like your eyes, and it's like following me around, and I don't like it.
Technology's just not there yet.
No, one day though. One day.
Mm-hmm.
Folding phones are along with that too. I'd love a folding phone so much.
God, we always talk about that. Yeah, if they could just make it like a fucking DS.
They had it in one of the movies we just watched. Like one of the main characters had a folding phone, just like they were just using it like it was a normal phone. And I'm like, hey, feature a folding phone. It was like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. I mean, it looked not great, but they had a folding phone.
The concept was there.
Yeah, I mean, they were supposed to be a rich person.
I mean,
rich people have
newest technology
shit like that. Yeah,
I mean, poor people would buy that.
Well, I would buy it if it was good.
Yeah, if I don't want a crease on my screen.
Not at all. Not even a slight one.
No.
It needs to not be there
at all.
Like
if I can tell it was bent, no. Ridiculous.
Like just we talked about this, and we had a short that I posted about this that got downvoted to hell, where I'm just like talking about how, hey, what you're doing isn't the right way to do it. It's like people don't understand physics. It seems like bending glass isn't something you can do.
You can. It just generally does not
without
end well.
A crease.
Oh. So just make it two separate pieces.
Because,
boom,
like as we just said, we will not buy a folding phone that has a crease. So, glass,
gone.
Can't use it.
Absolutely.
There are other materials that you can use, especially in today's day and age. My God. Now, I'm not the guy. I'm the idea guy, but the guy that actually knows the technology. Like it has to be there. Like it can't not be. And if it's not, we shouldn't be trying this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely not. And
it's just a waste of time and money.
Yeah. It's just confusing that they would even try to bend it when they could just do a hinge.
Yeah.
And it could fold.
Two separate screens.
Yeah. It could fold.
They can have a thin bezel.
Seamless. Yeah.
They could do like what Apple does with the dynamic island and have it be like like a screen, so even like the folding bezel part like can like disappear and then reappear to be like part of the screen.
They could easily do that, right? So, what the fuck, guys? Why are you making us get these old weird slates that can shatter and break?
We've had how long have we had these slab phones?
Forever,
now?
Basically.
Because we went from the
Since
stupid
the iPhone 1.
We went from like the Nokia like one slab with all the buttons to the flip phone,
the
with all
Moto
the buttons,
Razor, yeah.
to then the keyboard with all the buttons.
Yeah.
But still also had like the thumb thing.
It
on
could
the front.
fold both ways.
Yeah, it had the shitty LCD screen. Can't see a damn thing.
It was the best thing in the
You're
world.
just like, oh god, all right.
Taking a video in like 360p
trying
tops.
to sext, like, oh yeah, you want to do that to me? Yep. I'm gonna slide out my keyboard and type a really raunchy message in text speak.
In this blurry ass photo.
Yeah, you are sexy. Sexy.
Like you can't even tell it's a penis.
Well, if you're actually like sexting, it's like, oh man, it's so dark and blurry.
Every pixel is a square.
Is that a penis or is that a vagina?
I can't even tell. Is that her chest? What? Ugh.
It's so dark. Is that a Hershey kiss on a table? What is that?
Who knows?
I like my girls
Resolution's
like
way better.
I like my girls like I like my wood. Flat. And that's not true. And that's not true at all.
So you're
it's
a liar.
funny thing to say. Well, I'm a jokester is what I am. I'm a ruffle mow cow.
Misleading.
Yeah. Well, it's all in the name of comedy. It's all in the name of ha-ha, hee-hees, and hoo-hoos.
They should get it at this point if they're watching,
Hey, our videos are doing pretty well for some reason.
Yeah,
so
they like it.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know it yet.
Well, I get recommended other people's podcasts, and it's like I compare the view counts, Some people are on episode like 200 something. They released an episode 2 days ago. It has like 13 views. And I'm like, damn, we're doing better than that somehow. So that makes me feel better, doing that kind of stuff. Because we are also just a random podcast like them. But ours just...
We're funny, though, is the thing.
It's the thumbnails, right?
No.
It's all the effort I put in, right?
It's his eye candy over here.
Nick only shows up for this. Everything else is me.
Yeah, and they love it. They're like, this show wouldn't be the same.
Well, Lena, because I'm replying to her comments, she's like, who am I talking to? I'm like,
I saw that.
I'm like, it's definitely not Nick.
I know.
You're definitely not talking to Nick.
I promise. I promise.
If you've watched the podcast, you would know that I'm the person that does everything.
Yeah, talking to a microphone.
That's all I need him to do.
It's good enough. I'm fucking working ungodly hours anyway.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good thing.
It's such a goddamn easy job to where it's just like, hey.
It worked out perfectly.
It's going to be harder now that I have a real job that I have to go to. But I'll make it work. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Fucking figure it out.
Figure it out.
Who knows? Maybe the quality will drop drastically. Maybe it'll increase because I'll be more pissed off about working an actual job.
I mean,
having to actually drive into work.
You'll probably have to do it in like parts, like editing it, so it'll be like higher quality.
I won't be able to just do it in one whole day.
No, not a chance.
Well, that's what I did last week because like this is my last week of freedom, basically working my old job. I edited 5 shorts and 5 clips last week for the 5 most recent episodes. And now I have to bank 5 more episodes, starting with this one, before I edit them. Or I might edit them as we go along because, my schedule's changing. I don't have as much free time, or I won't have as much free time.
Yeah.
Jobs suck.
Oh, don't I know it?
Danny asked me if I was excited to start this job, and I was like, no. No, I'm not. It's not like when I was a kid and I was just excited to start a new thing. It's like, this is just purely out of necessity. This is the reason that I'm working this job.
That's the reason anyone works any job, I think.
Well, I would work that job.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing just the bare minimum.
That's why they pay a dude 12 rubles an hour to do it.
It's more than I'm going to get paid. Doesn't make any sense. But there's a reason why, that job is ending because of that. It is what it is. It was a nice road or a nice run, I want to say. I'm with a completely different company now than I started with. Started with Klarna.
I thought that was when it was over.
Still
when
working.
they sold that.
Yeah. Well, for me, mentally, it was.
Well, yeah.
So
you were a guest.
Well, it's funny because when we got sold to the new company, they were like, "Hey guys, this is not just a 12-month contract. This is like this is a regular job. Everything's back to normal. You're getting paid the same. You're just with a new company. Everything's going to be the same." And that was 11 months ago. And they informed us 4 months ago that our jobs were being closed, shut down. So that was the math is like 7 months after we got the new jobs. We're being told we're fired again.
That's fun.
Because once you start a job, it takes so freaking long to get paid for that first time.
Yeah.
For some reason, even though they probably schedule it to start on the start of the pay period so that you can get paid, even though you don't get paid on time with everybody else in that 2 weeks. Has that ever happened? Has anyone ever gotten paid?
I don't even remember how long it took for me to get my first paycheck.
Like when you started a job? It was so long ago.
Yeah.
It's always like, it feels like a month.
I didn't even apply for cook. I was like, I'll do a host or dishwasher. I don't care.
You don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Just whatever.
give me a job, dude.
Sometimes it's like that.
Line cook. And I'm like, all right, I'm a line cook.
Well,
now.
you were a young lad at that point, so you were young and malleable. They can mold you into whatever you needed to be at that point, and they need you to be a chef.
And now I'm a head chef because there's only like 4 cooks that work there.
Did they give you a raise?
Not recently, no. Hell no.
They should. Fucking head chef.
Yeah. Well, that's just like a de facto title. It's not. I'm still.
If you're
on my
thing
thing says line cook.
Yeah, I think change that. Just highlight it. Select head chef. Dude, head chef sounds
embroider my clothes.
Infinitely better than line cook.
Yeah, right.
You sound like you work at a
5-star
like a Michelin, like you're sitting there like plating, like delicately plating some fancy ass like
that's what
appetizer.
It is. That's what it is.
It's not.
In some greasy Mexican restaurant 5 feet from a Walmart.
You're back there sweating on all the food, just smoking.
I don't sweat on all the dude. If I could smoke cigarettes,
but you're
it's
missing.
the 60s. Come on,
blowing it straight on the food,
just ashing it into
it's blowing
the
back in the food. Yeah, you have the vents blowing.
Order up.
Sucking. Fuck, get out of here.
Drop my cigarette into it as I'm putting it up. It's too late.
You like try to brush it off, but like there's still ash on it.
Dude, imagine.
Customer doesn't notice though.
Imagine how awesome it would be to be able to smoke cigarettes on the line.
Back in the day.
Dude, they died so frequently.
Oh yeah, but
you're doing a lot more than smoking cigarettes.
I mean, cigarettes are just what the people in the restaurant can smell, but everything else
to cover up the others.
Well, that's just to make it seem like there's nothing else going on. We're just smoking cigarettes.
But
when you're high on coke, a cigarette really fucking keeps that going.
It
really keeps that going, doesn't it?
That's delightful.
Keeps that high.
Oh man.
No, I've never done cocaine, but
not a cocaine guy.
I imagine a cigarette would keep that going in just the right way.
Oh, it do.
To the way that you would hit a cigarette, like just to keep it
well,
going.
that's because you're on cocaine.
Everything's much faster. Everything's moving much quicker when you're on cocaine, You're moving much quicker.
Yeah, you can't even stop your body.
Whoa, buddy.
Man.
Sometimes you move faster.
I think we're too old for that shit.
Well, I felt like I was too old when it was around at frat parties. It was brought out, and I was just like, I mean, it seems almost old school to where I'm just like, can we just get high, bro? What the you want to?
I love snort.
You want to get all like this?
Back in the day, I'd snort a ski.
It's just not my vibe. It's so not my vibe,
that
I'm just like,
weed.
Yeah, where I'm just like, hey, dude. Relax, like you don't need to be amped up to 11. Yeah, let's just sit down,
just eat some food.
Yeah,
dude.
bro, just shut the fuck up. That's all I need from you. Just quiet down.
Take this controller.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't be able to do that. They just.
Well, after they smoke some weed.
Oh, okay.
And get the cocaine out of the system.
Brother, suck on this.
And probably other things.
Brother, suck on this.
Take
joint.
a deep pull. Just smokes the whole rich down with like 80 puffs. Just so fast.
Dude, the funniest thing to me is for some reason somebody smoking a cigarette down to the butt in one like drag.
Yeah, the cartoon shit.
Yeah. Where it's like, it's virtually impossible to do.
Oh, dude.
Your lungs would be destroyed, but it was always so funny.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It's cartoonish is what it is. Like,
well, because it was only in cartoons that it would happen.
So good. Just.
Yeah. You know that they were fucked up after that, though. He's fucking doing the whole thing. Holy shit.
No coughing either.
Well, no. They're men.
Yeah.
They hold it in.
They know that only bitches cough.
Iron lung.
Yeah. Smoke. My lungs don't care.
Yeah.
Sturdy.
They're over there punching themselves because they almost coughed. They're like, my fucking bitch ass almost coughed.
Yeah. Like they were that close.
They're like putting a knife onto themselves, dude. Are you going to cough? Come on, cough.
Just do it. Just one little
cough, you little bitch.
Just
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I really want to. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh man, the days of old.
That's like cowboy shit, you know?
It is.
I'd be a cowboy back in the day.
I don't think that's true.
A rancher.
I'd be the cowboy. You'd be like a bard.
Well, I'd be a bard cowboy.
You're just a guy with a guitar on a horseback.
No, I'd have a lute.
All right, what year is it in your head in this scenario?
It can be any year, and I'll have a lute on a horse. I'll be sitting
timeless.
I'll be sitting cross-legged on a horse with a lute. People are like, "What the fuck? Who's that?
Why is he?"
I'll just be like, "Yes, hello." You know, I'll just be very eccentric, very who the fuck? You know, just like,
yeah,
yes. I'm the bard.
You're the town loon.
Yeah, everyone's like, we don't talk to him. We talk about him. We don't talk to him.
He's around his brother. He just
they
plays music while he does things.
They have a podcast. It's called BrotherBrother.
You should watch it.
Like, comment, subscribe, rate,
share.
Find us on Patreon because we are on Patreon. We do 2 episodes a month for now. Might do more if you guys join. So remember to join the Patreon because that's where it's really at. You know,
truly,
we're gonna be watching.
If you want some nitty gritty,
yeah. We do a watch along, and we also do a regular hour-long episode each month. So make sure you tune in for that. It's $3. We might be lowering that. Who knows? Maybe $2. You know, it's not gonna be $1, but maybe $2.
Like, who do you think we are? 50-cent boys.
Check that out. And if you haven't yet, subscribe.
Yeah, like, what are you doing if you watch this far and haven't subscribed? Like, come on.
Are you insane?
You kidding me?
Are you out of your mind?
What are you doing to us?
Leave a like.
Do it now.
Why haven't you liked it? Like the video. We need more likes. Like it right now. Click it. I'll wait for you.
So easy.
I'll wait. We'll wait. Click it. It takes literally 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right. It's clicked. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching.
And thanks for everybody else who's already clicked the like button. We appreciate you even more than the guy that we had to just convince to click it because it's like you should have already clicked it, guy. So
like, come on. What do you think this is? We got to remind you. Like, if
what are you dumb?
If you're watching this far, like, what the hell is going through your brain?
You're not dumb.
Well, unless they haven't liked yet. At this point, if they haven't liked it,
comment, subscribe.
Otherwise,
rate us on everything.
We love you.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.